What it do, guys? ManjoumeThunder here to give you my unboxing of the September 2016 Mystery Wrestling Box from Pro Wrestling Loot. And let me just set this aside. First thing up is something that I do always like to get, and luckily it is Hanes branded. It is a t-shirt that says, let's see if I can, it says Vote Woo! The Nature Boy 2016 is a t-shirt for the Nature Boy. Ric Flair, vote for him. Next up is, well, something I do like to get, and at this point it's kind of a standard that we get one of these every month. It is a signed autograph picture of Paul London. That is actually a pretty cool one. It's a picture from his WWE days with Brian Kendrick, I believe, was his partner, and he is currently in the Cruiserweight Classics. Actually, I think he just lost his match last week. That was pretty heartbreaking, and to see Daniel Bryan get really emotional over that was quite emotional and powerful as well. Because that, you could tell it kind of meant a lot to them, at least in storyline. Anyway, there's that. It's really cool to get. Always cool to get a autograph, and especially from someone that you really remember and recognize, and, tag team guy, that's what he is, and he has a weird video on YouTube. If I can find it, I'll link it somewhere, but it's pretty out there. And on the back of this, we have another card, trading card, and this time we have the Hitman. Turning it over, we see Pro Wrestling Loot, Calgary-born, Dungeon-made, Executor of Excellence. Number 7 in the series. Hitman. This next item is something that you may or may not understand or really get the joke of it, but it is a Lonely Virgil piece of art. And the idea is that Virgil is always kind of sitting by himself at wrestling events that has former wrestlers. He's kind of just by himself, and people don't really go up to him per se, or else if they do, it's because he has a $1 Million Man sign that says he's going to be there. And he said, yeah, he'll be here later, let me see that. And then he autographs something. He's like, okay, $20, and then kind of cons you into that. Or so the stories go. And some of the stories even are from $1 Million Man himself, saying that he was promoted by this guy, and he had never planned to actually show up. So that's kind of something notable about him. The next thing is something pretty cool. It is a DVD, Pro Wrestling Loot, branded DVD, so it looks like it's a collection. T.J. Perkins, Adam Pearce, La Parca, Black Tiger, Famous B, Conan, Solar, Sin, Bodhi, and Mysterio. And at the side, you just have just kind of a vertical slice, or actually just T.J. Perkins and this guy. Kind of a vertical slice there. On the back, we see La Parca. And we see this exclusive DVD tag team match featuring Conan, La Parca, and Hijo de Rey Mysterio, which I think is just a Rey Mysterio Jr., versus Scrap Iron Adam Pearce, Sin, Bodhi, and Demon. A tag team match of Solar and Puma versus Black Tiger and Stigma. Women's match, Nikki the New York Knockout and Thunder Kitty versus Bucky Nova and Casanova. I can see they kind of had a shtick together there, probably. In a singles match between T.J. Perkins and Fabulous B. And let's just see if there's anything, just a couple more or less stock art photos here, but still very nice, pretty nicely printed in a generic case, but that's kind of what you expect. I actually do look forward to watching this, because this is an exclusive DVD with matches carefully picked by the Pro Wrestling Loot guys to be something that is pretty neat. Let me not cover the woo there. Yeah, that's good. The final thing in this month's box is kind of noisy, but it is a Never Give Up towel. John Cena towel, that is. Let me take this out because it is quite noisy. And before I do that, let me just point out it is a real WWE shop item. which is kind of funny now that WWE is doing their own kind of monthly box. But here's a towel that says "Never Give Up." It is obviously a John Cena towel, the one that he holds up during his entrance, kind of shows off to the camera, and then just runs right to the ring. So let me just do that. Give up. Now let's go over what is in this box. The autographed 8x10 of Paul London, the election t-shirt, vote in style this year for the upcoming election in this 2016 presidential election t-shirt for Woo, obviously Ric Flair right there. The Lonely Virgil art, and you even have the guy's URL if you want to see more of his artwork. And I didn't point it out before, but it is a picture of a Legoized version of Virgil. The John Cena WWE towel, Never Give Up. The exclusive trading card number 7 in the series. Kind of weird that it says card number 5 in the series. That might be a typo. And finally, the Pro Wrestling DVD, exclusive Pro Wrestling Loot DVD, never before seen matches. So that's actually something a lot more substantial than I was expecting, because never before seen matches. So this actually adds quite a bit more to the quality or the value to this, because I guess we could not see these matches before now. Maybe there were dark matches that someone had recorded. But either way, I'm genuinely excited to check this out now, even more so. Now, the age-old question of was it worth it? And I would definitely say for this month, I would say it's worth it. I do love wearables, such as a shirt, and a Woo shirt is really cool. I listen to the Woo Nation and the Ric Flair show, the podcast. I listen to it every week, and it is very entertaining, so I do love getting Ric Flair stuff. The Paul London autograph is great because in terms of getting autographs, he is someone I do remember. I do know him. There's been a few in the past that I'm not too familiar with, but he is definitely one that I am. Kudos. A DVD of carefully chosen matches, which I'm sure are going to be great. That's awesome. Another cool card. Can't complain about that. That's kind of become a standard. It's great. The artwork. Not my favorite, but it is something that I get to joke, and it is kind of a funny joke. And then the John Cena towel. Getting official merch is something that I'm not going to complain about. If it had to have been John Cena something, I wish it was a different color, because I don't like that the green on orange color scheme. I just don't like it. But just kind of, you can use it as a towel, I guess, or I mean, it's a cute little thing to have. I can't really complain too much about it when the other stuff was pretty much on the ball. So I would definitely say this month was worth it. This has been my unboxing of the September 2016 Mystery Wrestling Box. It's all for now, guys. Manjoume out.